Training is using guided experience to change employee behavior or attitude. Training facts: the majority of today's training is remarkably low tech. Okay, so there's a lot of things that are very low tech that is needed for training. There's no one best training technique. Different people will try different technique for training. Ideally, training contents and delivery should be tailored to the individual. So you need to get training for this person, depending on this person characteristics, right? Some people you want to train them on technical. Some people want to train them on just attitude. You just want these people to be more flexible, more smiley, more customer oriented, more result oriented. Here we've got some content delivery for training is spending for a program areas. Here it says like 20%. Uh, this is like 20% of training budgets are spent on profession and industry specific training. 19 on mandatory compliance training. 14 on sales training. Management supervision training, interpersonal soft skills. That's a big percentage. IT is 9%, customer service 8, executive development training 4, desktop application training 3%. Only 3% in companies they give training on desktop applications. Content and delivery of today's training. Instructor in classrooms, this is a big portion. Online self-study 16, but this 16 is highly increasing. More and more people do online now. Virtual classrooms are 8. Other methods are 9. I think this is out of 2013. So this is 2 years ago. The majority of good training program, maximum similarity between the training and the job. You want to make sure you give them training on something area very similar to their work. You want to provide them as much experience. You want to provide variety of examples. Label, identify important task features. Make sure general principles are understood. Reward trained behavior and ideas. Design training content for obvious applicability. And you want to use questions to guide trainees' attention. Are you guys okay with this? Does this make a good training program? I just want to make a training program that is going to help. I just want to make a training program that doesn't help. Here we have the idea of skill versus facts. When you give people training, there are two types of training. Some training will give you a skill that you use. Some training will give you knowledge or facts that can improve your understanding of what happens. So effective skill training, you want to give goal setting, modeling, practice, feedback. Factual, you also need to have goal settings and meaningful presentations of material and practice and feedback. Training program evaluation. This is the Kirkpatrick model, and the Kirkpatrick model says there are 4 levels of program evaluation. You can evaluate the reaction. Did the trainee enjoy the program and find it useful and relevant? You can also get the learning. Did the trainee acquire knowledge and skill intended? Next, we have the behavior. Did the trainee perform the newly acquired behavior on the job? And then the results. Were the trainees' newly acquired behavior responsible for measuring improvement in the key outcome? So this is how you evaluate a training program.
This is the tactic of using it number 1, reaction.
Which one?
Number 1.
What about it?
And,
That's how you react. Did the trainee enjoy the program? So you will get feed. Now let's say we have a training program we give to all of our employees. Then at the end of the program, we want to check, is this training effective or not effective? So you want to go and you evaluate. So you evaluate 4 areas. The first area you evaluate will be, did people like it or not? Okay, that's just the reaction. Number 2, you want to see, did people actually get something new? Did they learn? Maybe they didn't like it, but they actually learned new knowledge. Okay, so that's the learning. The third one is the behavior. Did people, after they take this training, did they do something different at their work? Do you see? So can they now do things at their work differently than they used to? If yes, that's good. And number 4 is the results. Did because the training now they can work more, or they can produce more, or they can do better service or do better in their job? If the answer is yes, then that's good training.
Like what I mean is the tool that used in this act.
Oh, what tools they do?
Yeah.
You can, for example, maybe here you evaluate, you ask them. Here you can, test them. Here you can actually check, ask their supervisor. Here, ask the manager of the department.
I mean, there is no standardization.
Maybe there is standardization depending on what course and what, depending on what. Now, this is like in general how you evaluate a training. But the training, if you look into the pharmaceutical industry and the banking industry, maybe there are a lot of differences in terms of the evaluation of, the needed training. And remember, here we're talking about training that is not general training, not general education. We're talking about training for a specific individual. This person needs to improve on this particular skill. You see?
What I mean because of the ClickUp kind of model.
Yes.
As a result of that, I asked you because I think there is some flaws or some brain regarding
Yes.
this model. This is my question.
Yeah.
I think, Doctor, this is regarding after the training course.
Yes, this is after course
And
to
then
evaluate the
another
training.
I think there is
Now, the Kirkpatrick model may have some special standardized, tools to actually measure these. In this slide, we're just looking at the levels of evaluation. Okay.
I used to, we had pioneer personal development water system. We used to work with GIZ. We started this program in 2000.
Yes.
And after the training, we have